What's up guys, Gary here. So this is going to be Shorekeeper's pre-release analysis. Let's get into her kit. So she is a Spectral and Rectifier user, provides damage amplification, as well as attack buffs, and crit rate buff as well. She is also a healer. Now let's talk about what she does. Since her basic and forte kinda aligns with each other, let's just make a TLDR for this. So when Shorekeeper is attacking enemies, she gains actual data and collapse core. After gaining 5 stacks for collapse scores, it will change into a Flare Star Butterfly and attack enemies. That's it. Now she has a transformation state called Release Form. When you do Release Form, you're not attacking enemies, but you are gaining speculative data stacks. And after you go back to your original form, your speculative data becomes actual data. So this is efficient if you're not attacking enemies. You still gain your Forte bar. If you max out your Forte bar, this is where your Forte deduction and transmutation goes into. So you consume 5 actual data, you'll deal your detection damage, and all of your collapse cores will explode into Flare Star Butterflies. That's the same thing with transmutation, but this one is triggered using mid-air and the other one's using ground heavy. One thing to note though, if you're generating collapse cores, it will automatically detonate after 6 seconds. So her resonance skill is basically healing the team and then summoning dim star butterflies, and these dim star butterflies just attack the enemies. Her inherit 1 is same as Verena. When a character is about to die, they will gain 50% of Shorekeeper's current HP, healed back to them, and then Shorekeeper will halve her HP. Inherent 2 is gonna increase Shorekeeper's ER by 10%, and if Rover is in the team, they gain another 10%. For translation issues, I'm not sure if the one gaining the other 10% is Shorekeeper or Rover. Shorekeeper's Resonance Liberation is called Stellar Realm, and it's AoE field that has 3 stages. Stage 1 heals the team, and then every 3 seconds it keeps healing the team. Stage 2 is a crit rate buff to the whole team. For every 20% ER that Shorekeeper has, the team will gain 1% crit rate. So if your Shorekeeper has 200% ER, the team will gain 10% crit rate. In order for you to go into stage 2, you need to intro skill during stage 1. Same goes for stage 3. You need to intro skill during stage 2 in order for you to go to stage 3. Stage 3 is basically an attack buff. For every 10% ER the Shorekeeper has, the team will gain 1% attack. So it's a 20% attack if Shorekeeper has 200% ER. By the way, as long as the AoE field is active, the party will retain all of the buffs. So basically, if you reach stage 3, you have attack, crit rate, and healing simultaneously. Now let's talk about her intro and outro skills. So her intro heals the team, summon dim star butterflies. Butterflies do damage. That's it. But they are considered as skill damage, not intro skill. Intro 2 is discernment. You can only activate it during stage 3 of your liberation, and then it ends the whole Stellar Realm. Not only stage 3, it ends the whole stages. And then you heal the team, you attack nearby enemies, and then this is considered as liberation damage, but is a guaranteed critical hit. For your outro, you have 2 buffs, which is Flare Star Butterfly and Dim Star. Flare Star basically gives you 5 free dodges, and then Dim Star provides you 50% damage amp for the whole team. Onto her stats and builds. For Shorekeepers, Rectifier options, this is mainly for the supportive side. So your best in slot is going to be Signature, which provides you an attack buff for the team, self-consider generation, and HP percent, as well as a massive 77% main stat ER. Next will be Variation, 52% ER, and self-consider generation. Next will be Rectifier 25, with the massive 52% ER stat stack. You don't necessarily need the self-heal, but it helps. A best free-to-play is going to be the 3-star Rectifier Voyager, just because of the ER main stat and the self-ER regen. So let's get into Shorekeeper's team rotations. So this is for Tower of Adversity setups, where you have 200 energy regen on Shorekeeper, a decent amount of energy coming from your main DPS and supports. This is also considering the fact that you have Variation or Signature, otherwise you have to extend the rotation. And this is just a standard support DPS rotation and can still be heavily optimized with quick swaps. So let's get into core rotation. So the TLDR is Resonance Liberation, Echo, Resonance Skill, Basic Attack String again to gain 5 stacks, and then trigger your Forte Circuit, which is the automatic butterfly. Do that again a second time to gain more Concerto, and then you'll release your Concerto, your 40 stacks with deduction, and then you will proc the butterflies again. And at this point in time, you already used your Variation or Signature proc during your skill, so this amounts to 105 Concerto energy. At the next part of rotation, since you cast your intro skill for the second rotation, you gain 26 Concerto, lessening your rotation time to 8 seconds. And by the third rotation, this will be just a repeating action. So that's it for Shorekeeper's team rotations. Lastly, let's talk about Shorekeeper's teammates and synergies. I don't know what you expected. It's Verena power creep or Verena 2.0 or limited Verena. So yeah, she will work with everyone. That's it for the video. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments down below. Please share, like, subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. And if you want access to the sheets, it will be in the pinned comment. And I'll be working on the Yahoo video now. Thanks guys for watching. Peace.